NASA thinks its radical Mars rocket could revolutionize space travel, and this is a pulsed plasma rocket. NASA has invested $725,000 in a new rocket system that could solve one of the major obstacles standing in our way of sending humans to Mars, that is time travel. With current technology, a round trip to the red planet would take almost 2 years. For astronauts, spending that much time in spaceflight comes with a big health risk. They'd be exposed to high levels of solar and cosmic radiation, the harmful effects of zero gravity, and a long period of isolation. Space radiation is arguably the biggest threat. Astronauts who spend just 6 months in space are exposed to roughly the same amount of radiation as 1,000 chest x-rays, and this puts them at risk of cancer, nervous system damage, bone loss, and heart disease, according to NASA. The best way to reduce radiation exposure and other harmful health effects is to shorten the time of the trip, the length of the trip. Troy Howe, president of Howe Industries, told Business Insider, and that's why he's teaming up with NASA to develop the pulsed plasma rocket, PPR for short, a new rocket system that could shorten a round trip to Mars to just 2 months instead of 9 or 10. This technology holds the potential to revolutionize space exploration, NASA wrote in a statement, and could one day make humans even farther than Mars. How a rocket could get us to Mars and back in 2 months? The PPR is a propulsion system that uses pulses of superheated plasma to generate a lot of thrust very efficiently. It's currently in phase 2 of development, funded by the NASA Innovation Accepted Concept NIAC program. This phase 2 study is scheduled to begin this month and is focused on optimizing the engine design, performing proof of concept experiments, and designing the PPR-powered shielded spaceship for human missions to Mars. The big advantage of the PPR is that it can make a spacecraft go really, really fast. It has both a high thrust and high specific impulse. Specific impulse is how quickly a rocket engine generates thrust, and thrust is the force that moves the spacecraft along. The PPR generates 10,000 newtons of thrust at a specific impulse of 5,000 seconds. That means a PPR-equipped spacecraft carrying 4 to 6 passengers could travel roughly 100,000 miles an hour, Howe told Business Insider over email. A spacecraft flying that fast would eventually have to slow down to reach its destination. Howe said the company has accounted for the additional energy and propellant this would require to land on Mars. Even after phase 2 is complete, it will still be about a couple of decades before the PPR is ready to blast astronauts off to the red planet. But once it's available for spaceflight, Howe hopes that this technology will significantly expand the range of human space exploration, perhaps even aiding missions to Pluto one day. He said, "You can pretty much achieve anything you want in the solar system once we get this technology running in 20 years, he said. The article here was originally published by Business Insider, Aline Lapointe. This is on Science Alert. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.